To God be the glory. In the book of chapter 5 of John, in the book of John, chapter 5, I've got to come down. The Lord is in this place. First verse says, after this there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethel, having 5 porches. In these laid a great multitude of impotent folks, blind, halted, withered, waiting for the move of the water. I'm gonna just let that kind of simmer a little bit. Just waiting for the move of the water. What's so specific about this water? Well, it says here, for an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. That whosoever then was first after the troubling of the water, after the water was troubled, stepped in and was made whole of whatsoever disease that he had. And a certain man was there, which had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he said unto him, will thou be made whole? I don't know. I just felt that, y'all. I'm just sorry. I just felt that. Will thou be made whole? And then the man answered him, sir, I have no man. When the water is troubled, to put me into the pool. But while I am coming, another stepped down before me. Jesus said unto him, rise. I just need about 5 of y'all to help me say, rise. Take up thy bed and walk. And immediately the man was made whole and took up his bed and walked. And on that same day, it was the Sabbath day. It was on a day that was supposed to be no healing. I want to stop just for a moment and tell your neighbor, the neighbor, you can't stay there alone. I've got to come inside. But you can't stay there alone. The Bible says, you may take your seat, that this particular man had a problem. And it was for 38 years long. That was a long time for him to be in that condition. Now the Bible didn't say how he got to that point. But the Bible said he was there for a long time. Of 38 years. Sitting around the pool with everybody else. They had an issue. They had a problem. Can I bring it up to this year? We were sitting around the pool with folks that dealing with depression, folks that have discouragement, folks that been lied on and talked about. We're in the same boat, my God. Tell somebody, don't be looking cute now. You're going through something too. I know I smile, but let's be real, I got some problems too. And excuse me, I can't be around folks that think that they have that you're supposed to be always up on the mountaintop. You got some problems too. Some things come, you're not gonna, I said it this morning, you don't wake up in the morning and say, Lord, I need a trial. I need you to take me through some tribulation. Lord, just let me hear some bad news this morning. I'm just ready for bad news. You don't wake up in the morning and say, Lord, I just need you to take my body so I can say I got a testimony. It doesn't feel good going through. But the good news is that who you have and know what you have will allow you to be healed and delivered. See, as long as you got insurance, you ain't got to worry about it. But when you get sick and you don't have no insurance, and every doctor you go on to says, I can't help you. The Bible says that this particular man had a problem for 38 years. I'm going to hit some bullets apart because God already came in and moved. Number one, Satan will cause depression. Satan will cause discouragement. He will cause low self-esteem. He will cause you to want to commit suicide. Y'all getting quiet. It's not your brother, but it's Satan himself who have in-housed himself. See, Satan does not make you do it. He uses those that he have to intimidate those he don't have. And so you think in the Bible it says like this, we're not wrestling against flesh and blood. That's not the person, but it's the spirit that's in them that causes you to feel irritated with them. Anybody ever been irritated? Come on, y'all said, some of y'all said another, you get on my nerve now, back up, you get on my nerve, you get on my nerve. Y'all you get on my nerve. Y'all just told that little child, baby, get in there, you get on my nerve. Y'all get on my last nerve. The Bible says 38 years. The first thing I want you to understand, he got comfortable in his condition. You can't get comfortable in the condition that you're in. Well, I know that I've been having this condition for 38 years. This is just the way I guess the Lord wants me to go. No, baby, no. No, I yet believe God's a healer, he's a deliverer. Because if God can heal somebody from cancer, why can't he heal you from diabetes? I don't have any help right here. Amen. Because I serve a God that has all power. He has all authority. That even when he just speaks, it has to come subject. The Bible said Jesus got on the boat and he just spoke to the wind. He didn't say, no, he just spoke peace. Be still. And anytime that the wind can come subject and the waters can stop doing what it's doing through the voice of Jesus. Why can't you got to, he giving you power to speak those things as though they were. So before the devil try to put something in your mind, you ought to be the first one to put the first word out. And make sure you got the last one to put the last word out. I shall live and not die. The Bible says here that this man who was sitting around the pool for 38 years with his illness. 38 years. You would think at least by now, if you've been sitting next to the pool, you would have crawled your way in the pool. You would have made some kind of movement or something to get close. He was sitting next. See, some people do, you get so close to what God has for you, and he said, no. And you're right there at the door. The enemy will put depression on you. Will put discouragement on you because somebody told you didn't look good. You don't look good either. You'll be surprised of the world that we're living in, that people are dealing with so much emotional problems. stressed out, don't have no peace, can't sleep at night, have to take stuff to keep them up, to stay to wake them up, to put them to sleep. But God said you don't have to stay there. Matter of fact, you've been there too long. Because if you notice in here, and I'm getting ready to close, if you notice the Bible said that Jesus saw him sitting there and he asked him, do you want to be healed? If we bring it up, do you want to come out your depression? Do you want some hope? Do you want some peace? Do you want your self-esteem back? Do you want peace? Do you want love? Do you want joy? He didn't sugarcoat it. He asked, what do you want? Well, this is the first time I believe I've seen that where this man was not applying no faith. Because he started complaining. The second note is you got to stop trying to put the blame on somebody else. The reason why you're not delivered. I would have been delivered because, but you know, that person and Jesus didn't even entertain that. He started complaining about every time the season comes, the angel, I try to get there and somebody always beat me to it. For 38 years, if you know the season, you should, when you know it's going to come tomorrow, you don't wait till tomorrow to get ready. Oh, okay, I lost half of it. If I know it's going to come tomorrow, I'm going to start working today toward the pool. What you doing? I'm getting ready for the season. Because the Bible said at a certain season. I mean, there was a particular time that the angel of the Lord would come to the pool. So he made excuses for his own self, the reason why he can't be delivered. For 38 years, he complained, man, I guess it's about this time they come. I guess I better get on up over here now and let's get close to the pool. Oh, they beat me to it again. But he says to us today, you can't stay there long. He understands that you're going to go through some trials, but you can't stay there. He understands everything. Every now and then you're going to get depressed about something, but you can't stay there. Tell us like you can't stay there. You can't stay there. I understand. I can understand you got some problems. I understand stress comes, but you cannot stay there. Because what happens when you stay there, you're going to start getting comfortable. And then when you get depressed and you get stressed out, here it is, you put it on somebody else. That was jolly. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing just fine. Oh, what's up? Today's a good day. You ready? No. What's wrong? I just don't know. I just hold so much going on. Oh, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. I don't know. Well, what's the problem then? Well, you know, you're right. I had some problems too. You know, you had some too. Yeah, I said, Mama not doing too. Now you're both depressed. That's the reason why everybody can't go to the hospital. Y'all know I'm telling you the truth. If somebody's sick and they're trying to get well, you don't even go in there, ooh, child, you look bad. My Uncle Jimmy just passed you something like that. You ain't trying to hear all that. You just don't look right. Ooh. What they giving you? Morphine, child, that's a good stuff. Well, I'm going to pray for you. No, you ain't. I don't want you praying for me. No. I don't want you praying, no. But the Bible says he began to complain about the reason why he didn't get delivered. But if you notice, Jesus didn't sit there and entertain us and well, just tell me about it before we hear it. Who else? Who was? He said, man, get up. That's what he told him. He cut corner. Get up, take up your bag and walk. And the Bible said the man, he got up from his condition. All they had to do is to believe the word. 38 years. He could have been here over 38 years. But he got comfortable in the condition he was in.